We're in a when it's summertime, it's humid. We're in an almost worse situation now because kids are deconditioned. They're deconditioned in a physiological way. They're deconditioned because they may or may not have been outdoors, and so you combine those two, that heat and that humidity, and then they're also, you know, their baseline conditioning level is even lower. And then you're trying to push them. That just is a recipe for disaster. So I do think that's a really important thing to talk about. Um, you know, wearing loose fitting, lightweight clothing. With soccer, I don't think, it's hopefully there's not, you're not wearing tight stuff. You got a lighter colored jerseys or tank top if you're just at practice. It's like let your skin breathe. Obviously, wear sunscreen. Um, Training early in the morning is really going to be probably your best bet to get your training in outside, just because it's cooler. That's the coolest part of the day. You want to be careful if you have dew. If you're in a state like Texas or West Virginia has a lot of humidity where the grass is wet, you're obviously going to want to be careful. But taking in adequate fluids, you want, like, I would, if I'm a coach, I'm going to encourage kids, if they need to get water and it's hot like that, especially in this situation, I'm just going to go ahead and let them. I'm not going to give them permission. I'm going to just talk about right out front, like, hey, it's hot. This is all new. Let's, if you need water, you need to get water. So really encourage the hydration. It's important to observe the heat index, which is a combination of like the air temperature and the humidity level. I know West Virginia correct me if I'm wrong, it can get really humid there. Yeah. So Texas is the same way. And I was honestly looking over some of our precautions, and it varies by state, what the extreme level heat indexes are. And I was looking over the current one that we have here, and I was astounded by what the cutoff is. It's like a heat index of 118. And last week, maybe the week before, we had a heat index of 110, maybe something up there. And I mean, it was just miserably hot, right? It's in the middle of the day. I get it. So I just think it really comes down to using common sense. Don't have your practice in the middle of the day at the hottest time of the day. If it feels like it's miserable, like if you have to question it, then I would call off practice. I would find something to do indoors. Get inside, get in the weight room. When it comes to conditioning or the intensity of the drills you're using, if you have to have your practice in a hotter time of the day, you need to back off the intensity a little bit. You need to back off the volume because it's really going to impact their performance. And we want to avoid fatalities and any type of heat sickness, heat illnesses if possible.